Good afternoon, Mayor Bass. Thank you for your kind remarks and your work in making Los Angeles safer. In your first year in office, you've delivered on the most important promise of your campaign, and that's your unwavering support of the men and women of this department and to improve the safety of Los Angeles. You have time and time again reached out to me and the people of our organization to listen and to learn of the challenges that we face. Today I am announcing my decision to retire as Chief of Police of this great city, effective at the end of February. It's been my distinct honor and privilege to have served for more than 4 decades on the finest police department in the world, and for the last 5.5 years as Chief. Some 6 years ago, when the opportunity to seek the position of Chief of Police occurred, I was filled with excitement, humility, and a genuine belief that my leadership and ability to serve the people of this great city, as well as the members of this department, were there. The goals I began my tenure as Chief of Police remain essentially the same today. Build on the successes of my predecessors, Chief Charlie Beck and Chief Bill Bratton, in bolstering public trust, lowering crime, modernizing our technology, and addressing the most pressing concerns of our people, that being the fairness of our disciplinary system and promotions, as well as updating obsolete technology and equipment. No one then could have imagined what our city and my department would face in the years ahead, with an unprecedented combination of challenges and crises unmatched in our lifetime. I'm proud of my leadership and the service over the course of that arduous time. Our people rose to each occasion. They demonstrated professionalism, grace, and grit. During my tenure, I know I've made mistakes and missteps, but I'm also confident that my work has seen success across a broad spectrum of topics, unmatched by any other law enforcement agency in this country. From re-engineering our organization to meet the needs of our community while enduring a historic loss of personnel, to striving to build and bolster our community trust, implementing reforms, including the expansion of the renowned Community Safety Partnership Initiative and other community engagement strategies. Our work under the leadership of the Board of Police Commissioners in the use of force policy reforms and de-escalation of force, to state-of-the-art training and new technology with record financial support of the Los Angeles Police Foundation, to pursuing the expansion of alternative services, to deepening the diversity of our workforce by unprecedented investments in the development of our people, resulting in the making appointments of a variety of firsts and positions across this entire organization. Each of these accomplishments was a result of the work of an incredible team of dedicated professionals who similarly believe that there's no finer law enforcement agency in the world better capable of meeting each moment. To those who believed in me, to those who were patient and of good counsel, to those who allowed me in their lives, and to my critics, while it may not have seemed at the time, each of you have had an impact in my life, and I am grateful. More importantly, to my wife, Cindy, the most important person in my life, who has been by my side thick and thin. I'll be forever grateful and in your debt for your boundless love and devotion, for allowing me to take this path and supporting me in this journey, and in believing me despite my faults and shortcomings. Any success I've enjoyed has absolutely been a result of her love and encouragement. To Haley, who happens to be the center of my life and Cindy's in our world, I just hope I made her proud. And growing up as a cop's kid calls for a lot of sacrifices and ordeal. Let me collect myself here. Along the way, there's been many times in which she did not get my full attention in my full measure, something I intend to do everything in my power to make up for in the years ahead. Now, I know my announcement today is going to come as a surprise to some, and probably to a few, relief. On that latter point, you don't lead an organization of our size and complexity in such chaotic, stressful circumstances and conditions without having to make difficult and at times controversial decisions. Last year, when the Board of Police Commissioners unanimously voted to grant me a second term, I remarked that I did not intend to stay the entire time, My intention was to provide stability and continuity, to provide Mayor Bass with the time to orient herself to this city and its many challenges and opportunities, along with the election of 5 new council members, a new city attorney, and city controller. Over this last year, Mayor Bass has accomplished much, including her demonstration of her unprecedented support for this department, to rebuild its staffing and provide critical resources needed to make this a safer city. As I approached the end of 2023, I realized what I had set up to do by accepting a second term had been accomplished. Just prior to going to visit my daughter out of state for Christmas, I spoke with Mayor Bass and relayed that upon my return, I'd like to talk with her about my intention to retire in the new year. The time I spent with my family over the holidays only further cemented that decision in my life.